It's been a month. Like, I mean that literally, and also, like, it's been, like, wow. Like, what a transformative month. July? So I haven't done a lot of reading into, like, quantum leaping, we're gonna call it, okay? But, like, I somehow jumped into, like, everything I've ever wanted. Speaking of which, he just texted me telling me he misses me. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know me because you follow me on Tumblr, I have fallen in love with someone who I swear to God just fell out of the sky. Like, and that's how he feels about me too. God, like, so I don't even know where to begin. I guess I could tell you how we met. So on Canada Day, the last video I made was like I came back from my trip to like Banff, whatever. Like I'm finally like putting myself out in the world again, you know. And then continued to do that on Canada Day. I went to the park with my cousin, and then afterwards we went to. I've lived back in my hometown for over a year now. I did not go out, did not go to the bar, to the club, didn't go shaking my little fat butt anywhere. Really wanted to, just never did. And then on Canada Day, we went to watch the skateboard competition. Emma and I did, and then we, I don't know, there was like a little flyer saying there was like an event at some bar. So I was like, "Do you want to go with me?" And she was like, "Yeah, okay." So we went. It turned out to be like one of the most fated, not even one of the most fated encounter I've ever had in my whole entire life. So, I don't know, like there's lots of people I went to high school with. Again, I've lived back in my hometown for a year, and I have hardly seen anyone I know actually. But randomly just now, like everyone is starting to like pop up again. So anyways, yeah, so lots of people I know. And I thought it was like interesting because a lot of them were like the same, or just like, I don't know, kind of like it seems like they haven't changed much as a person. And then like no one like wanted to say hi to me because I was just become such like a big bright shiny star, you know. And it's like I think a lot of people always sense that potential in me, but I was sleeping on myself, and then so they benefited from that, and now I no longer sleep on myself, and so they perceive that as a threat. But anyways, the bright shining radiating star named Calvin, he was not threatened by my presence. So Emma and I were standing outside the bar. We're just like watching. Like there's so much shit happening. Like these people had a moped and they're like doing like stunts on the moped. I don't know. I felt like I was watching a Mind Freak episode. Like literally Emma and I are standing there making origami out of gum wrappers. Like I'm surprised that we're still there at this point. Like I'm about to be like, okay, let's go. And then finally, because I am kind of wondering, I'm like, you know, I look great. Like I'm like, why is no one approaching me? I know no, it's because I had a spell on me until July 1st, so that, you know, no one would fully approach. But then midnight struck, and around 1 a.m., Calvin came up to me and started talking to me. So, the first conversation I have with this man, ridiculous, but, I don't know, if you're also a very spiritual person, like, when you, like, connect with someone who is also awake, who is like on the same vibration as you, and there is something there, it is a very magical feeling. And like that was like there right away. Like my little cousin is standing between us, and me and him are like magnets, like and so we're just kind of like talking whatever, and then he keeps just like saying, like, he is the kind of person, he'll just say anything. Like I know that about him now. But like I have a tattoo of like a naked lady on my arm, obviously, and it is kind of supposed to be like a mini me, but he was like looking at it or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, like, is that you?" Or whatever. I was like, "Yeah, kind of." And then he's like, "Oh, I bet like your tits are nice." I looked at this man, I was like, "Buddy, I haven't had sexual relations in almost 2 years. Like, what you talking about my tits for?" Like, and it was so funny because I'm just like, you know, like the more I'm saying, the more I can see this man literally just falling in love with me. So like, quick fun facts, okay? I'm 26, he's 35, my old man. He is Mr. Medicine Hat. Medicine Hat is the little town that we live in. He's running for mayor. Can you imagine? What if I become the first lady of Medicine Hat? That would be crazy. I could see it happening though, because he and I were the smartest people in this city. Like, it's not even a competition. He owns a barber shop downtown. Oh my god, I love this for him. So I'm a redhead, obviously. I'll show you guys pictures of him. Actually, I posted pictures of him on the community page here, whatever. We're a gorgeous couple. We are beautiful. Anyways, after he met me, he like put like red in his hair, whatever. He looks so good. He's just so gorgeous. Gorgeous man. Love him. Oh my god. And so obviously when he first approached me, I was like still very much, I've spent the last year believing that I'm gonna run away and get married with a man I've never actually met, who I knew, King Henry and Anne Boleyn, okay, literally, and I have even more evidence to prove that that is true. I'm on more of a Mary Magdalene Jesus timeline now with Calvin, but I definitely was living out Anne Boleyn's revenge for the last year. Okay, anyways, so Cal and I were, like, talking outside the bar. We're having, you know, he's such a charmer, you know, but, like, so at one point he says to me, he's just like, you look like a superhero's girlfriend. Emma, my little cousin, she's like, she is a superhero. One of the most legendary moments of my life. I was like, wow, like, people are finally, like, people are seeing who the fuck I am. Thank you. Anyways, so then we exchanged numbers that night, and again, so at that point, like, I'd spent the last year, like, just, like, saving myself, literally. Again, I was celibate for almost 2 years, saving myself for a man who, like, lives in New York that I thought, you know, was gonna figure his shit out, and we were gonna do life together, because that was the little seed he planted in my head. Anyways, that's definitely absolutely never going to happen now, because so much has transpired, but anyways, okay. Calvin and I exchange numbers, and then, you know, we just get to talking and we get to hanging out, and like I tell him initially as we're like texting, I was like, hey, like, you know, I told you I'm a proud celibate woman, and I mean that, you know, like I'll come hang out with you, but like just as friends, whatever. So one night he likes to go sit by the river and like cook food over the fire, so he invites me to come. Oh, there's a couple holding hands and walking. I love to see it. Let's applaud them, because it's rare to see people outside walking these days. Like, I can't even begin to fucking tell you guys. Okay, so, yeah, we go sit by the river one night. He, like, cooks food over a fire. We eat it. It's yummy delicious. Mind you, like, this is, like, leaps and bounds for Haley, okay? Because a younger me, like, I used to have really bad, like, food anxiety. Because when I was younger, people would, like, I was really smart. You know what I mean? And, like, kids where I live, they're not very smart. They're just, like, idiots. Like, and they'll bully you for any reason. So people would, like, bully me or, like, just make fun of me all the time because, like, for example, I like bananas. And the little girls on my street, like, made up songs about me, like, liking bananas. And, like, they would bully me for shit like that. It was crazy. So, anyways, for a really long time, I had really bad food anxiety. And I thought, like, oh, my God, if I eat in front of a man, like, it's going to spark all kinds of, like, weird conversation, whatever. So food was very, like, touchy and uncomfortable for me. I just saw a police minivan. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Anyways, okay, so, oh yeah, so this man, like, it's because I've done so much healing work, like, I've done so much work on myself, like, I was able to receive. Everything he wants to give me, I can receive. You know what I mean? And actually, let's rewind for a second. Before Emma and I went into the bar on July 1st, I looked at her and I was like, I just want a man to buy me something. Not that I need that by any means, like, I'm fully whatever, you know, but I was like, it just feels nice, you know, sometimes to just be a little bit spoiled. Calvin has not stopped buying me things, and, like, that's, like, the not even, like, anything to do with, like, our whole connection, you know what I mean? It's just, like, he is a man with money, so he likes to spoil me, so I buy him things sometimes, too, but, like, no, he's bought me, we've had so much fun. The last month, I've done more with him than I've done with, like, people I've known my whole entire life. Anyways, sorry, we're jumping all over the place right now. So, yeah, we start hanging out, you know what I mean? And I'm, like, telling myself, I'm like, I do not want to catch feelings for this man, because I just, like, I've spent a year invested in a man who is, like, not even emotionally available, but I'm just like, no, like, this will work out. You know, I think I was supposed to believe that. And I think maybe, like, on a different timeline it was gonna work out, but, like, everyone's free will is up to them, and King Henry chose to cut his own head off, so that's not my fucking problem. Not literally, but, like, figuratively. Well, I mean, Lord knows what he's up to these days, but anyways, let us stay on the matter at hand. Okay, so yeah, we just start hanging out, and he's just, like, great, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking to myself, like, one thing, maybe I talked about this in my last YouTube video, but, like, outside world. I think there's actually a store called Outside World, but me and Emma, like, we went to, like, Bass Pro Shops when we were in Calgary, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And obviously, I haven't even bragged about this yet, but I've been walking 10,000 steps for 94 days straight. I've got abs over here. I look so good. I'm so tan. I'm winning at life, okay? I've got a banging bod, a banging boyfriend, a banging fucking everything. Okay, so yeah, we're just like, I'm all about outside world. Again, like, all of the steps I've gotten, like, those haven't been at the gym, baby. I've been outside walking in the rain, in the wind, in the sunshine, all of it. Okay, getting my steps every motherfucking day because it is a pleasure to be able to, and a privilege, actually. So, anyways, outside world. Why was I talking about this? Oh yeah, so I'm like, oh wow, like, I met a man in outside world. Like, I didn't even have to meet him on, like, a dating app or anything. Like, I literally was just, like, standing outside the bar doing origami, and he just approached, and, like, we just, like, I was like, wow, okay. I was like, I feel something here, so, like, let's see what's gonna happen. Like, if nothing else, I was like, let me do my shamanic duties. Like, I feel like, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and that's true for both of us. Like, we are students and teachers of each other. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, I would be an idiot if I just, like, were to not respond to what is happening in outside world and only care about, like, what could be happening in the phone, like, I'm like, that is not real. Like, I mean, like, the feelings are there, they're real, and, like, the belief that something could happen is real, that is very real, that's tangible. But then also I'm like, I need to respond to what is. That's a lesson I've been learning since, like, 2023. Respond to what is. That is some Yoda-ass wisdom, but it is true. So anyways, then yeah, Cal and I just start hanging out, and I don't know, we, like, he'll get off work and he'll call me. He'll be like, hey, like, gorgeous, like, what are you doing? You want to go out for dinner? And why wouldn't I want to go out for dinner? So that's what we do. We go out for dinner, we go to the movies, we go on hikes. We did a big ass long hike out in Elkwater. We did Horseshoe Canyon. That was freaking cool. Yeah, just all kinds of new experiences. Again, met him on July 2nd. It's July 28th now, so we've been dating for, like, not even a month. But we've just, like, done so much together because we just both love saying yes to life. Like, we went to the Stampede together, like, all kinds of fun stuff. And it's just, like, so he's the kind of person, like, I'll get him in a video with me one day and he'll be able to talk about himself, but he comes from, like, money or whatever, and so, like, he told me, he's like, yeah, like, growing up, like, I had staff, he's like, did you ever have staff? I'm like, Calvin, like, no. No. So yeah, it's just, like, he's a very interesting person, and again, I just, like, I don't want to talk about him for him, but I am very and he said this to me before I said it to him, but he's like, you are the Mary Magdalene to my Jesus. And we are genuinely, like, we're both Pisces Venuses, and he typically when I am, like, when I have feelings for someone, or they have feelings for me, like, this is my first real relationship, if I'm being honest, but, like, yeah, if, in past situations, entanglements, whatever the fuck, I'm used to being the person that feels more, is more dramatic, like, whatever. Calvin is a bajillion, so he is a Taurus Sun, Leo Moon, Taurus Mercury, Pisces Venus, Pisces Mars, and either a Sagittarius or maybe a Leo rising like me. I don't know, but that firecracker. But he's got that, like, earthy, like, he's such a man. Oh, I love him, but also he's just, like, a big, I don't know, just warrior. Like, after Emma and I met him, like, we were driving home, she looked at me, she's like, I think that man has killed someone. Yeah, he's lived a whole life. He's really cool. Super awesome. I talk about him on my blog all the time. Yeah. My parents love him, and it's really cool too. So, like, my family is from Newfoundland, and he's been all over Canada, whatever. But he hasn't been to Newfoundland, and he feels really called, like, wants to go there, whatever. So we're gonna go visit. We're gonna do fucking everything. Oh my god, again, don't even know where to start, don't know where to finish. I have so much I could say. Do I have pictures? I'll show you guys some pictures from our adventures. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, we're just, like, all about feeling good about ourselves and feeling good about life, and he has made me fall back in love with my hometown, because, like I said, yeah, he's, like, Mr. Medicine Hat. Like, he was born in Calgary, but, like, he grew up here. Like, his grandpa has, like, a field named after him in the city. So we went on, like, a garden tour. This is Cal at the Hobbit house. It's like he just, like, knows about all this cool stuff that's happening. And so we go out and we do it, you know what I mean? Like, he's not afraid to, like, spend a little bit of money and, like, have a good time. Look at this. Like, we went to, like, 8 different gardens, like, around the city. We were the only freaking, I say young people, I mean, I'm young, he's a dinosaur, but look at us. We're the king and queen of outside world. And, like, he's definitely, like, if we're gonna say, aren't we such a gorgeous couple, okay? Anyways, what was I gonna say? Okay, so if I were to, like, let my ego run the show and, like, I would say, oh, he's not my usual type, but, like, he, the greatest man ever. So great. Just, like, he's a dying breed. And so I was losing hope in men, if I'm being real, until I met Cal. And now I'm just like, you know what this man did today? Literally calls me earlier. So he's off Sunday, Mondays, whatever. So he was just, like, chilling, whatever. He called me this morning. He's like, come outside. I spent $50 on chocolate. I want you to try these with me. We sat in his car and ate just all these fancy fucking chocolates just because we can. Let me show you a picture. I have to, like, document everything because, like, no one's gonna believe me if I don't take pictures of this shit. And he just does shit like that for me all the time. Like, he loves to spoil me. He bought me this, not my Vivian necklace, but, like, this necklace. He bought me really nice earrings. Again, this all just sounds materialistic, but it's like I used to not be able to receive anything like this, you know? And now it's just like I'm so healed. Like, I know that I deserve all of this because I spent, like, the last year dreaming about it, you know? I spent the last year, like, telling myself, like, damn, like, anything is possible if you just not believe. Okay, maybe I talked about this in a different video, but when I was convinced I was gonna be with King Henry, one time I went to, like, a random Starbucks in my city, and there was a chiropractor right next to it, and they have a sign in the window, and it says anything is possible if you believe, or that's what it's supposed to say, but they either intentionally or accidentally, I don't know, they misspelt believe, so it says anything is possible if you be live. Be live. Chance favors those in motion. What do? I walk 10,000 steps a day. I've been doing that for 94 days, okay? You act and God will act. So you take care of your vessel, your physical vessel, you take care of yourself mentally, you civilize your mind, and you make savage your body, and you can't not be blessed, because that's all you're really responsible for. But humans have become so fucking lazy and sloppy that they just want to get lost in the sauce of caring about everything that isn't their vessel. And it's like, you have no control over any of that. Like, no wonder you have fucking hypertension and, like, hemorrhoids and all kinds of shit, like, fucking your ass up. Like, bro, I don't even know. Like, you're just, like, your shit is, like, fucked, and you are too busy, like, being like, oh my god, but I have to stress about the state of the world, so I can't even go book a doctor's appointment. I can't even care about myself. Like, it's all very ass backwards, and, like, I know, like, I'm one of few people that, like, kind of sees, like, what's happening in the world and, like, why things are, like, unfolding the way they are, and I think I haven't had many people in my life that, like, can think as big as me, but Cal thinks, if not as big as me, then maybe bigger. Yeah, just, so it's very validating for the universe to kind of send me a person to be like, okay, go forth and conquer, because this man, like, he's literally, like, right there fighting, like, the person I started the war on fear for, losing it badly. And then, you know, even though he couldn't come and fight the war on fear with me, I kept fighting it on my own. And then who shows up but Calvin? And this man has been fighting. He's been fighting the war on fear longer. Before I even started it, this man has been fighting it. And winning it. Honestly, being a champion. He's so good. He tells me I'm his hero all the time. He's my hero. You know, like, so I said, in a new earth, balanced humans, so, like, the masculine energy is to serve and protect. The feminine energy is to inspire and create. But every human has masculine and feminine within them. So every human, like, you know, when you're on purpose, when you're living your true north strong and free, you should be serving, protecting, inspiring, and creating. That Calvin and I, we do that as individuals, and then you put us together, magic. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm not even fully convinced that we're, like, he's not convinced I'm real, I'm not convinced he's real. Like, my parents, again, they've met him, whatever. My mom is like, he's not real, like, he's a leprechaun. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't know, you just put us together. It's so magic, it's so fun. Like, just the vibes are so fucking excellent. It's exceptional is the word he uses. Like, oh, he's put me onto so many cool things too. Like, yeah, like, he and I, we really need to start, like, a podcast or something. I don't know. He's awesome. I'm awesome. Life is awesome. I'm honestly, the last month I've just been like living the dream for real. Like I'm still, like working, like obviously out walking every fucking day. I've done, a few hikes. I have, like I'm taking it one step at a time. Obviously I wasn't posting on YouTube. I still don't use any other social media other than Tumblr. I like don't even scroll on Tumblr anymore. Like I don't read the news or whatever. I just feel like I feel very present in my life. And honestly, like 100% admittedly, and like I'm very self-aware. So like I know kind of like what's a problem for me and what isn't. And so like this is like my first real relationship or whatever, right? And so like I am hyper aware of the fact that like I have a fear of like losing my independence on some level. And so how I'm coping with that is like I kind of, like if I'm not like sleeping at Cal's or he's not sleeping at mine, or like I don't know, whatever, like if I'm just like alone, then like I'll stay up all night, and just like enjoy like being on my own. And it's not even like I'm doing anything nefarious. I even like thinking about him, and just thinking about like, wow, like this is so awesome, like, or just like remembering like little things that we do, like little cute fun things, like we went to the circus yesterday, like whatever. And yeah, like, and smoking weed definitely is like my that's my one bad habit. Yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm enjoying life. I'm gonna get back. I have so many ideas for things I want to talk about on here, and like me and Calvin are always pulling shit out of each other's brains, like it's crazy. So again, happy to answer any questions, but I don't know, like people don't really engage with what I'm doing, which is fucking crazy to me, because it's like I'm literally giving you like I'm showing you in real time how I'm like changing my life, changing the world, and people are still like scratching their butts. And like I'm steadily gaining followers on Tumblr. Like when I posted my last video a month ago, I think I had 7,285, and now I have 7,337. I get an average of like 2 likes on shit that I post. And again, it's not like I'm doing this for anyone else. Like my blog is literally more so like me keeping a record of just like my thoughts and like whatever. But I'm just like, I am giving you the keys for free. Like I'm not asking anyone for any money. I'm not asking anyone for anything. I don't need anyone's approval. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I'm just trying to help people. I'm trying to like hear them out and like help them tell their stories or whatever. Like I'm just trying to do something really cool. And I don't know if people don't understand or if they're like intimidated by me or what. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I pulled some tarot cards and some like magical oracle cards. So I guess we'll like I don't know why I call them magical oracle cards. They're healing energy oracle. Sailor Moon. Oh, I should have brought some water with me. Heal me, Red Bull Zero. Okay. So, first card I have here is faith. Okay, and this came out with the Ace of Swords, so it's like you have to have faith that the truth will prevail. And also, never forget, the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. I am the truth. So I do know that I piss people off because I just, like, I speak the truth, and not everyone wants to hear that. But I will set you free once you, like, once you get past the ego. So anyways, let's read about faith, shall we? Faith over fear, always. Okay. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. Be where you are, but know where you're going. Okay, that is the key. Act as if. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. That is the problem. A lot of humans, they don't think they have value because they're like, I'm not a million, bajillion, quadrillionaire. I can't end world hunger, so I have no value. Your value is in how you show up every day. And so if you, for like 274 days out of the year, are choosing to be in a low vibrational depressional state, then like, yeah, you really are not adding much value to the universe. So like, I get why you feel that way about yourself. But if you are 274 days out of the year choosing to be high vibrational and like feel good about yourself and feel good about life, then yeah, you'll see the value you have in the universe. You will create a tangible difference. So yeah, that's how we do it, people. Okay, next we have wisdom. And so I think I'll have to make a whole video about this, but something that came to me when I was pulling these cards, this was like from my ancestors, is the difference between wisdom and intellect. Okay, intellect is kind of more of like an ego-based thing. Wisdom is like a remembering, like an unlocking of like keys and codes and tools and whatever. Okay, so when you, and see there's like this bird up here, I don't know if that's an eagle or not, but I got an eagle spirit infusion the other night. No lie, I was sitting in my car, I was just whatever, and like My third eye was going crazy, okay? I got the eagle spirit, okay? And that's all about rising above the madness, okay? It's all about perspective. So wisdom, that intuitive remembering, it allows you to look at this guy. He's moving forward he's following nature, following nature's call. That's a good one. That just popped in my head. Okay. God has a plan for me. I live here now knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. It's about what you reap? No. About what you sow, not what you reap. I had to think about that one. Okay, so again, remember wisdom, that nature's calling. And that people don't spend time outside anymore, so they've lost touch with their intuition. So you need to get into outside world, okay? You're too online, you've lost context. The calmness is a superpower. Civilize the mind, make savage the body. I posted this on my blog the other day. I said it is hard to be mentally resilient if you are not physically fit, and it is hard to be physically fit if you are not mentally resilient. Okay, and you know how you tap into both of those things, the Holy Spirit, the Haley Spirit, if you will. Okay, so again, calmness is a superpower. You see this person, this is the 10 of Wands. 10s are an ending, but this person is like not in crisis over this ending. They've packed up what they can move forward with, and they're moving forward calmly, confidently, because they know what is theirs to carry, and they know, okay, I have everything I need to do what I'm here to do. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts, all fear dissipates, and find peace in my being. So, humans, like, it's really sad how a lot of people don't realize that, like, you're just being farmed. Like, you're being farmed for your energy, right? So if you are enabling yourself to be, like, lazy and depressed and fat, then, like, they're really profiting off of you. The powers that be, like, they're just sucking your life force energy up, okay? You're being farmed for that. But if you start taking care of yourself and start thinking freely and living life on your own terms, like, obviously, like, don't just, like, abandon all the systems that, like, keep you, like, living comfortably, I guess, but, like, also just be aware that, like, you have more power than you might think in most situations, okay? And knowing that allows you to be calm, because then it's like you don't need to run away with the circus and be like, oh my god, like, everything is crazy and I can't control any of it. I've adopted a cowboy accent since I went to the Stampede. I got a really cute cowboy hat. It was pink. Also, one thing I love about Calvin is, like, he's like me. Again, he's got that Leo moon. He's a little bit theatrical and, like, whatever, so he does little bits and characters, and, like, I love doing that too. So we have little bits and characters that we do together. So if I ever just start slipping into an accent, it just means I'm the warden around here, you heard? Okay, so you might have noticed, like, the first tarot cards, they were all, like, blue and gray and, like, Eeyore colored and whatever, but then, so tapping into that wisdom, that brings you success. And look at these fireworky colors, right? So you can see clearly now the rain has gone. There's vibrancy, there's color back, okay? So 8 of Wands, rapid movement forward. So again, when you stay calm, then you can clearly see, like, okay, this is the way to go. There is no other way. This is the way to go, because fear isn't tugging you, like, every which way and making you doubt your path, your divine mission, okay? So success, this says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. And it's as simple as that. Like, really, you just have to wake up and tell yourself, like, okay, like, the universe today is going to give me everything I need to be to become the person I need to be tomorrow. I don't think I said that right. Let me repeat that. Okay, so the universe today, you wake up, you say, it's going to give me everything I need to become the person I need to be tomorrow. Maybe I did say that right. I don't know. But if it's powerful, then that's why I said it twice. And so all you have to do is respond to what is. And, like, yeah, sure, things might seem like difficult at times, or, like, you might not want to deal with them. But if you just respond to what is, then, like, that means you're one step closer to unlocking a situation. I keep turning these on and off because I'm like, oh, it's too dark. And then I'm like, oh, it's too bright. Yeah, just respond to what shows up in your life. Say yes to life, okay? Again. What did Calvin say? Calvin, he we went to the Stampede, he bought raffle tickets. This man sometimes will go to the convenience store, he'll just buy me scratch tickets. Because you know what he says? You can't win if you don't play. I'm like, I love that. Because it's true, you can't. Like, okay. Listen to life. Again, remember, respond to what is. And so when you don't listen to life, this is kind of what you look like. Like, you're keeping yourself trapped. So you're a victim of the rules you live by. So when I thought I was going to marry King Henry, I was like, oh my God, I have to be a princess in the tower waiting like this. What was Calvin doing? Calvin was outside living life in Medicine Hat looking for a girl like me. And I was stuck inside. Like, I could have met this man months ago, but my free will, I was just like, no. I need to stay inside and wait for my husband. Like, bitch, get out and find your husband. Silly me. Anyways, listening to life. I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. I listen and discover the way to the eternal. Again, you say yes to life. You respond to what is showing up to you. Do not respond to what could be, what might have been, what has been. You have to work with what is. Everything else, like anything else that creates suffering. And then suffering, like your natural state is like joy and abundance. You're forgiven for forgetting that. That's something I posted on my blog yesterday. Anyways, so then when you walk away from your 8 broken cups, you leave that shit behind you because it's not going to do anything for you. You know what I mean? It's like you free yourself from the cycles of insanity. Emancipate yourself, my brothers and sisters. There's another police truck. Okay. Elevation. Notice how this is pink, bright, radiant. Okay. Rise above the madness. Eagle spirit. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. I didn't even read this actually before, but the fact it says rise above, and that's the message that I got from my ancestors. Thank you, Gorgina. Okay, last cards. This one fell. The sun. This is fitting for Leo season. You know I love Leo season, one of my favorite times of the year. My half birthday is coming up. One of my favorite times of the year also, August 7th. I'll be 26 and a half. Okay, the sun. You better act like the sun. The sun don't do nothing but one thing. Shine. Don't you ever in your life dim your light for nobody, okay? Just don't do it. You don't have to. Okay, creation, right? And so we need more people creating from this space of like vibrancy and uniqueness and authenticity, and not creating from like the space of the clones where it's like everyone is just like doing a trend to the same sound on TikTok. And then we're like, watch the movie Idiocracy. Okay, Calvin and I watched that yesterday and I was like, wow. Wow. Okay, creation. Let's read this and then I'll let you go. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. You can't win if you don't play, babe. Lots of love.